Welcome back to the channel. My name is the Utah Gamer. Today we'll be introducing a new series called Deep Dives, where we go into deep discussions about different things. Some of you might just call it a yap session, but it's something that I've been really looking forward to, and I can't wait to start it. Now, just a heads up before we get into the discussion, this is about the Netflix hit series, Conversations with the Killer, where they go into talking about Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, and Jeffrey Dahmer. It discusses their lawyers' perspectives, the people that caught them perspectives, neighbors, etc. But it also has their own conversations with the killers. So please be aware that there's going to be explicit and graphic content discussed in these episodes. And if that is not something that you want to hear, please click away now. Now for the conversation. Now, I know that I said this about the series, and it's going to be, but there's just something I wanted to address ahead of time in this one episode that I just couldn't wait because it was starting to annoy me. And that is the insanity plea. Alright, now if you were to look at John Wayne Gacy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Ted Bundy, they all went for the insanity plea. Ted Bundy was a slight bit different, and he went for the comprehension plea. I forget the exact word, but it was pretty much saying that Ted Bundy wasn't able to comprehend what was going on with the case because of how caught up in his own ego he was. So technically Ted Bundy isn't really here. We're looking at Jeffrey Dahmer and John Wayne Gacy. More specifically, John Wayne Gacy. Alright, both of them tried for this thing called an insanity plea, which is not guilty by insanity. Now listen, I am not a legal expert, but pretty much what it says is that you are not mentally there enough to be able to make rash decisions or to be blamed for what happened. For example, I forget the exact case. The one that shot the president, I think it was John F. Kennedy. Whenever he got shot, there was a guy with a neurotic compulsion. They said this in the TV show. That's why I'm quoting them here. That to shoot him, nothing that would have happened would have changed him from shooting the president. Now, that is the definition of insanity plea, pretty much. It was a neurotic compulsion. Definitely easy to prove that was mental illness. Now, I would like to first look at John Wayne Gacy when we discuss this. If you don't know anything about John Wayne Gacy, he was prominent in the 1970s and 80s and 60s, around there. What he did, he would kill young men. He ran a business. He would offer them jobs, drugs, money, and sex. And in exchange, they would come to his house, and he would pretend to show them this magic trick. He'd get handcuffs on them, then he would proceed to kill them. And then most of the times he'd be choking them to death. And then he would bury them in his basement. He, I think, had, by the time he was caught, 32 bodies across his whole entire scheme. Now, there were a couple of things in the TV show that really stuck out to me that was kind of surprising. For example, when he would talk about these people, he said that he didn't believe he could get arrested and caught for these. And one of the reasons that he said that was because he said, and I'm quoting it vaguely here from the show, because they played the audio of him. He was talking about it like you go shopping. He said he paid them money, $50, for an hour or two. Alright. It's just like going to the store and buying something, he said. You take it home, what you do with that object is up to you, is what he would say. He said the person is just like that store object that you bought. You can break it, and it's yours to break. And nobody can get mad at you for breaking it because you bought it. And that's what he tried to say was okay with killing these people. He had bought them for the hour. And if he killed them during the hour, it was okay because he bought them. And they tried to say that he wasn't insane for that. To me, that was unfathomable at the time when I heard it, because you're looking at this guy. He is so desensitized. He believes that a human is equal to a vase from Walmart, and that killing them is just doing whatever he pleases, and that he's above the law. These aren't humans to him. He used to say they were just objects. He said that he hated homosexuals by the end of it because he pursued them so much and wanted to have sex with men so much that by the time that he got around to it, doing that type of stuff, it was like he hated them and he wanted to kill them. That was completely crazy to me. He actually got mad at the police for going in his basement. He said that that was his property and that they shouldn't have touched like the dead bodies in the first place. That was incredibly surprising me because I believe that if you can desensitize yourself to the point that you don't believe a human is like a soul, like you can just kill it and it doesn't matter, that was very, very surprising to me. That was something that stuck out. Now, if you were to look at Jeffrey Dahmer, alright, this guy was the definition of something's wrong with him, alright? There was a time where his dad was confronting him about being gay, and he had a dead, like, head or body in his closet, and he kept his cool. And that's not really insane, though. That's just weird, some of you might think. What was insane to me was he had this inability to let people go. He would rather kill them because then they had to stay than to let them leave. There was times where he would try to ingest them because he believed that by doing so, he was connecting with them on a deeper spiritual level. How is that not insane? How is that not insane? He got joy from killing them. He, like, drilled a hole in one of these kids' skulls and poured acid into it to make him like a zombie, so then he wouldn't be able to leave from Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, things like that kind of shock me. And, like, John Wayne Gacy, I feel like, was the worst, though, in my opinion. Because he was up close and personal with all of them. He strangled all of them. You know, I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer was also bad. He hit them to kill him. But John Wayne Gacy was there, up close, watching the light go out in their eyes. And he was, like, merciless about it. Like, there was no escaping him. But the reason he got caught was because he, like, killed a kid, and it was obvious he killed a kid. And, like, John Wayne Gacy believes he was, like, on another plane of these people. Like, he was, like, toying with, like, cops going up into this. Now, the point that I'm trying to make here is, if these people can get away with murders, they get joy from murder. They don't see humans as anything except stuff for them to beat up and kill. And that isn't insane. What is insane? You know, this guy, he talked about, John Wayne Gacy, New Year's Eve, went out with his wife, they had sex, they brought in the new year, then they left, alright, and he killed the kid the next day. Like, if people like that are normal, what else is out there to be dealt with? You know? So, thank you for watching. As always, please, if there's anything that you think I should change or work on in order to better improve the video, please let me know. And this is a new series I'm going to enjoy creating, and thank you for watching. And consider watching another video or liking. Have a good day.